Hello everyone, welcome back to my One-Club Skill figure unboxing and review video. And today we are going to look at this Bandai SH Figuarts Thor from the Avengers Assemble edition. This is my third character Avengers Assemble lineup that I've got, and previously I've got the Captain America and Nick Fury. I've already reviewed them. You can check my video listing, and I've given a pretty high marks on them, and hopefully that this one would be the same quality as that figure. And yeah, I got this from AmiAmi. I will share the link down below. You can check it out. So without further ado, let's unbox this figure. Before I unbox, let's see at the box art. This is the artwork for Thor, pretty good. And this is the Tamashii Nation sticker, the quality sticker. And then we got this open type kind of clear box on it. They maintain the artwork of the title at the bottom, and this line seems to be continue throughout the boxes. And this is the Avengers logo, and at the side we get to see this figure, the actual figure. And then the other side also the figure, but a bit more close up. And then at the bottom it is not so much unreadable legalese, and at the top there is not so much too. And at the back we got these promotional images for him, and the line continues with the Avengers backdrop. And then this is the unreadable legalese. So yeah, let's unbox this figure. I will cut it from the side. So guys, this is the figure, and let's take a look a little bit closer. We got this multiple types of hands, hammer, and then we got this hammer with the effects. We're going to try it later in the video. And then this is the figure. I will try to explain about this figure after this. And yeah, we're going to take this all out and let's see a little bit more closer and detail, shall we? So guys, this is the figure, looking very good, looking very sharp. This is without the accessories and looking very accurate to the movie, as you can see here. And then the head sculpt looks pretty good too. It does look like Chris Hemsworth. I love the chest plate on him and the cloth material that they went to use. And I love how Bandai, you know, make this cape look more dynamic. You can see that there's a bending wire all of the perimeter of the cape, so that is pretty good. At the midsection here we can see all the gauntlet detail and armor detail, and I hope the armor doesn't hinder the articulation, and we're going to check it out later in the video. And at the lower part we can see all the bending wires at the bottom, and we can see the details on the boot, and I hope the boot doesn't you know, restrict any movement too. And one last time we can see all the overall look for Thor before we go to the articulation segment. So I'm going to start the articulation from the top. The head can move downwards that far, and then looking upwards that far. Not as much as I thought, maybe because of the hairpiece over there. So when you turn it left to, oh my god, the faceplate just come off, so just be careful about that. Okay, it can rotate left to right, but be mindful of the hairpiece. It's quite hindering the movement over here. And then let me show you how to change the headpiece. You just pull it out, and then you can see all the engineering on the ball joint over there on the neck and the head. And this is the alternate headpiece. You can see that it's practically the same head sculpt, but the eye slightly looking at the right, so it's pretty tight. You just try to, you know, slide it in, push it harder, and yeah, get the result. It just looks pretty same to me. So on this chest plate here we can see that it has a ball joint on it, you know, but it really doesn't move pretty well. It doesn't move side to side pretty well, you know. It looks like it's been hindered by this armor design. So yeah, we have the waist swivel, so maybe it will help. It can be, you know, leaning backwards that far and forward not that much, but as you utilize the waist swivel you can go further down. Yeah. And then on his cape over here we can see the bending wires, is on the perimeter of the cape. You can actually do a lot of dynamic poses with this cape. So yeah. You can see here, I really prefer that this bending wire continues to the chest band, because I'm worried that it might poke the fabric in time, you know, just like the Mafex store. Everybody has a problem on that. So on his arm, we have this shoulder swivel. We don't have the bicep swivel, so the arm can lift pretty high. We have this articulated shoulder piece over here, so he can lift his arm pretty high. And then it got this single jointed elbow, which is a bummer, but still useful. We can get over 90 degrees for the arm. We have this rotation on the hands. Hinge. It's a ball joint. It is standard actually for this kind of figure. So the arm can be shifted down and up. It only has a small amount of butterfly joint over there, but the elbow can be rotated as well, so it's pretty easy to maneuver it. So at the leg section over here, we can see that this leg has it up and down shift mode, so you can lift up the leg pretty high, not that high as you can see there. It has a single jointed knee. I hope that they will improve on this later on the release. It should be double jointed knee, so because we want Thor to have some more dynamic movement on that, because he can do so much. And then yeah, and this is the leg at the back. And then the boot doesn't really swivel. It does not have that swivel on the boot, but we have up and down rotation, hinge at the toe. So just some small amount of ankle rocker there, not that much. So yeah, turning to the review, this is the accessories, pairs of hands. This is the open wide palm hands, and it's pretty detailed. We get less accessories for these interchangeable hands, not like Captain America. And then this one is the pairs of relaxed hands over there. You can see that. And I hope they will, you know, improve on the interchangeable hands, because okay, let me show you. This one is for the holding the hammer, but they only give us for the right hand. They should have given us both left and right, but we only have the right hand, once without the strap and once with the strap of the hammer. And then this is the hammer. I think this is the standard hammer that we've continually seeing for Thor figures, and it's pretty sturdy. It cannot be opened on the side of the hammer, because this is not the endgame version, which you can have the effects on the side, but I'm pretty sure that you can use it utilized on the endgame version. And they've given us this alternate hammer with an effect on it. It's pretty fixed. I think it's meant for just standing with the hammer, because the effects is on the right side, on the other side only. And this one is the hammer with the rotating effect. So we have this small piece of what do you call this, joint, and you can actually slide your right holding hammer hand and just slide it into the pack over there. So I'm trying to, you know, utilize it. So it's pretty steady. It can be rotated, but if you rotate, it will fall off. So make sure you know where the weight is when you're standing up the figure with this effect. You know where the weight of the hammer is, because it will, you know, heavy on the other side of the hammer. So this is the face piece that I've taken out before. So let's utilize the I want to try to, you know, use the hammer with the effect and see how does it look. And okay, trying to get in the pack is pretty, you know, pretty hard. It's pretty tricky, so you must be careful not to damage the pack. And yeah, as you can see here, it's pretty good, looking pretty awesome. I think I remember that Nota Studio has produced some of this effect a few years back, but I did not get that because I was waiting for this Thor to be released, you know. Yeah, and they finally did it. So you might be want to be mindful of this piece because somehow it looks like it's going to break on the end. So let's see on the normal hammer. So you just slide it in. I think this is a standard for Thor figures, and yeah, you just peg it in and voila. So as you can see here, it's looking pretty good. I love the way that that looks, you know. It's very good Thor figure. Let's take a look at its comparison to my other Thor figures. This is the SH Figuarts Age of Ultron Thor, and this was, you know, released few years back. I think this one is outdated. We have the newer version, and I love the new version of this Thor. And as you can see that the proportion wise was highly improved. Up is the Infinity War Thor from Mafex on the right, and on the left is the SH Figuarts. Both of these figure has its own positive and negative side, but I'm more leaning to the Mafex one because it got much more quality on it. And as you can see, the Avengers Assemble one stacks up pretty much taller than both of this figure. Next up is this Avengers lineup. This is Thor with the other MCU character, and for the far right we got this SH Figuarts Nick Fury, and then SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 6. This is the old version, not the newer version. I will get it soon. And then on his left is the SH Figuarts Captain America Avengers Assemble Edition. So Nick Fury and Captain America I already have him in review, so you can check my video listing if you're interested on it. And as you can see here, we need the rest of the members. Hulk is coming later this month, and I'm crossing my finger that they will solicit Hawkeye and Black Widow. We really need that, and if they're willing to go that far, why not Maria Hill and Agent Coulson? That would be pretty awesome too. Just to remind you that if you have the Captain America Endgame version Final Battle Edition that has this Mjolnir with the effects, he has got more effect on this Mjolnir than this Thor himself, so you can just use that to this Thor for your option in displaying or photographing for him. So yeah, just to remind you on that. So before I end my video, I wanted to, you know, make some verdict for this figure, and definitely this is one of the updated version for Thor, and we got a slightly better sculpt on the head sculpt, and looking pretty good on this Thor. The proportionate for this body mold is great, but the one thing that is lacking is, I think, the articulation. There are some areas that we cannot articulate that good, pretty much hindered here and there. And then I think the single jointed knee and elbow is pretty much a step backwards, and I think, yeah, the effects is good, but the interchangeable hands for the left arm is not included, so that is pretty bummer. You can only display him with the right hand, so you maybe have to pick the left holding Mjolnir hand from other Thor figures, so that is really a bummer. It's still a good figure though, in my opinion, and still worthy of having him in my collection. So I hope that they will soon release all the Avengers Assemble lineup to complete this, you know, Avengers Assemble team for the first movie in 2012. So okay guys, that is the end of the review. If you like the video, please click the like button, and if you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel. You will be notified once a live video is uploaded. And yeah, thank you for watching. Till we meet again, sayonara.